Hey, it's Blur. Big surprise, I still like making Minecraft mods. So I asked you guys for more ideas for tiny features over my Discord server, and you guys came out in full force. This time I decided to go with a theme. Let's make Minecraft hell. Whether that's nether themed ideas, things to increase the difficulty, or just stuff that hurts my brain. Now, this is by far the most of these I've done in one video, so let's get right into it. First up, we have a suggestion from Rose that really cranks up the difficulty: emotional damage. Now, this might not have strictly been intended as a suggestion, but it was posted in Your Mod Ideas, so this one's simple. Just enable the Your Mod Ideas emotional damage game rule and enjoy the pain. Now, whenever you get hurt, you'll get a quip about it, and that's it. I added a few of these and didn't show them all off here, so if you want to check out the rest, feel free to download the mod. This one is definitely going to make my eventual hell mode run a lot harder. I don't know if I'll be able to take this kind of stress. And speaking of hell mode, we have a wombo combo of real zingers. Let's go through them one at a time. First up, we have this suggestion from Hobo that tools lose durability if they're in the wrong hotbar slot. That sounds pretty rough on its own, so let's get right to it. I just whipped up an overlay for the inventory and one for the hotbar to help enforce the obviously correct hotbar configuration shown here. If a sword, axe, pickaxe, or shovel are in any slot in your inventory other than the labeled one, they take durability damage every couple of seconds. Originally, Hobo suggested that this only work in the hotbar, but I'm a bit of a masochist, so I made it apply anywhere in the inventory. Okay, so side note, I originally wrote this script in the middle of the night after finishing the last feature for it, but I wrote misogynist instead of masochist in that last line. Just wanted to reassure everybody watching that I love women. After all, my mom is one. Anyways, back to the feature. That one's pretty straightforward, right? Like, it makes it a bit rougher to have multiple tools in your inventory, but it's still not that bad. Well, enter Citrus's suggestion: having the inventory, including your offhand and armor slots, rotate every few seconds. Again, on its own, pretty straightforward, if incredibly annoying. Just enable the Your Mod Ideas inventory shift game rule and witness all the items in your inventory dance around. It's just like Beauty and the Beast. It becomes very hard to wear armor or do basic tasks like break most blocks, not to mention making breaking obsidian specifically almost impossible. But when combined with the last one, all of your tools will basically be constantly breaking down, so you'll probably need to craft new ones almost constantly. Wait, is that not enough for you? Do you need more pain on the dog pile? Do you really feel like suffering today? Well, lucky for you, Citrus has another suggestion. What if tools became weaker as they lost durability? Wouldn't that be so funny? Man, my work is really cut out for me here. So, you know the drill. Let's enable the Your Mod Ideas tools slow as they break game rule and watch the magic. Well, I say magic, this one isn't very flashy actually, so let's do a side-by-side to make things a bit more obvious. As your tools wear on in durability, they slow down considerably. On its own, again, annoying, but not the worst thing. But then you remember the last couple of features. Congratulations, y'all, you've done it. With these features all enabled, tools will be useful for all of a minute, and then they're too slow to even finish breaking blocks before their inventory slot is rotated out. Okay, I need a breather from all this rough stuff. Let's check out the first suggestion we'll actually see in hell. Rose is back to suggest a nightmare. Like the mythological horse, not the bad dreams. Like, I guess you can have nightmares about a horse. They are pretty scary. Okay, I'm getting sidetracked. These are denizens of hell that more or less look like skeleton horses, but with a heart of fire. These guys run faster, jump higher, fall slower, and are immune to fire. Crazy good, right? Well, they're only like that in the nether, and they lose all these boons once they leave. If you bring them into the overworld, their hearts are temporarily extinguished and they lose all their extra mobility. This means they're pretty good at traversing the nether, and basically just tameable skeleton horses otherwise. And you tame them the exact same way you tame any other horse. Just hop on and hold on, then saddle up and get your giddy up. We still have a few more to get through, so let's keep moving. Alright, what's next? Infinite Crafter suggests a jar of mayonnaise. Sure, yeah, okay. There's mayonnaise in the creative menu now, cool. If you eat a whole jar of mayonnaise, you get the mayonnaise full buff, which doesn't do anything on its own. Eat too much though, and Yeah, the exact same thing that I imagine happens if you eat 5 jars of mayonnaise in one sitting in real life. You die. Well, okay, maybe you wouldn't die, but it definitely can't be good for you. I figure I'd feel like dying at that point at least. Alright, what's next? I'm on a roll. Hobo Ryan suggests that saying Baba Booey in chat should kill the nearest player. And I have no problem with that, with the caveat that you'll always be the closest player, since, you know, you're at the same place as you. When the Your Mod Ideas Baba Booey game rule is enabled, anybody who says Baba Booey in chat will die. Custom death method and everything. Let it be known, I don't always take the laziest option every time. Alright, moving on. Phrazor suggests a neat one. An Overworld Portal. Yeah, that's pretty cool. You know, maybe you want to get back to the overworld from the end, or you're in the nether, or... Oh? Okay, so an overworld portal that you can only make in the overworld. When the Your Mod Ideas Overworld Portal game rule is enabled, you can create an overworld portal anywhere in the overworld by dropping a grass block on the ground into a 2x2 frame made of stone. Very Twilight Portal-esque, I think. Stepping into this portal will take you to the overworld. Alright, but it'll drop you a few hundred blocks up from where you enter. To make it harder to cheese this into just being a fancy elevator, after all, who would want one of these features to actually be useful, it also randomizes your position a bit so you won't land directly over the portal. Now, that one could actually be mildly useful with a lot of prep, but what about a mod idea that's more immediately useful? Luke, over on the Discord, suggests a bow that flings players forward. Easy peasy. Just whip up a bow with some custom draw textures, and bingo bazingo, we have ourselves the player bow. Now this little doohickey looks innocent enough from your inventory. It's just a bow, right? Then you start drawing it back and realize, oh, I'm in the bow. And you are. Instead of knocking an arrow, the player bow uses the player firing it as ammo, shooting you more or less the direction you're looking. That's cool and fun. But wait, wasn't this supposed to be a hell video? Let's get back on track. Next, we have Woof's suggestion. Make wither skeletons faster. Super simple, but I'm sure this will cause me pain down the line anyways. When Your Mod Ideas Fast Wither Skeletons game rule is enabled, wither skeletons are fast. Wild. Specifically, they spawn with speed 3, so they're zooming around like crazy. Speeding up mobs makes them harder to deal with in general, but wither skeletons also have that nasty debuff to worry about, so even one hit can be dangerous. Rough stuff. Well, maybe Luke will have some mercy on us with the next suggestion? He suggests adding a way to craft diamonds. Diamonds are super useful. The only problem is that he specified it should be super tedious and involve charcoal. Alright, let's enable the Your Mod Ideas Tedious Diamonds game rule and get started. So I have 9 charcoal here, let's craft them together. And we get charcoal plus. Well, whatever that is, we can craft 9 of those together to get charcoal plus plus. Great. Well, let's see what we're in for. Charcoal plus plus plus, charcoal plus 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 plus, charcoal plus 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 plus, all the way up to 9 pluses. At that point, we can finally get our single diamond. I think it goes without saying that this is literally never worth it. That's over 300 million charcoal. But you know the worst part? If you threw this in a mod pack, players would craft diamonds like this. Full tree farms, auto smelters, crafting arrays, everything. All to have a source of diamonds that doesn't require them to leave the base. Why do I know this? Well, I would think that was obvious. I am one of those players. I see a recipe and I get the itch to automate. Anyways, got sidetracked again. What's next? Okay, Infinite Crafter is back and suggests edible sand. Loving your suggestions today, Crafter. Well, to meet our daily quartz intake, all we need to do is open up our chat and enable the Your Mod Ideas Eat Sand game rule. Now we can eat sand. It's, not very tasty. Or very filling. And honestly, it almost seems like I'm getting hungry faster than I'm eating. Huh. Well, anyways, there are still a couple left, though I'm afraid they're not quite as tasty as sand. Sushi suggests that looking at the sun should give you blindness. That makes sense, honestly, and it's a good lesson for today's youth. So let's enable the game rule your mod ideas sun blindness and point our orbs at the big one in the sky. And we instantly go blind, just like in real life. Now I could have made this tick down or something, but I felt it was in the spirit of hell mode to make this as annoying and as intrusive as I possibly could have. Enjoy. Alright, we're on the last one. Mayo suggests adding dad to Minecraft. Oh, that seems nice. Let's just enable your mod ideas dad and...
Are you winning, son? Are you winning, son? Are you winning, son?
Hey, thank y'all for watching. If you like this, you might like the other ones of these I made, so feel free to check them out. If you want to download the mod, there are links for CurseForge and Modrinth in the description. I accept suggestions like these regularly from the comments and in my Discord server over at dc.blur.lol, so don't be a stranger. Feel free to like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Wink wink. But until then, take it easy.